Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joey, and welcome back to another video here on my channel. Today, I'm giving you guys the long-anticipated Nokko builds for 2025. Now, it has been a few days since Nokko has dropped. I didn't want to drop on the first day because I felt the builds would be a bit too just generic to what you're seeing from everybody else. So I decided to go my own route here with a few different ideas. Now, before I get into any of the builds here, what I want to mention is that I'm using 2 Tau yellows for casting speed and 3 Tau greens for toxin status effect damage. Now, getting into the first build here, this is your level cap setup. Now, with the way the passive works on this frame, when you die, you can walk into one of your mushrooms. It's very easy to get down on the floor, and you'll be revived with a very, very long period of invulnerability. If you guys are fine with playing the frame around getting killed, then you don't really need any of this extra. Just make sure you have flowers on the floor, and then if you go down, just walk into a flower. But for me, I'm not really into like playing around letting my character die, so I decided to just go for a fast deflection here to help me recharge while I'm in reroute. And also, yeah, for just to reduce time. And then we have prime redirection on here for the max shield gate value of 2.5 seconds. And then we have Aegis on here just so we can get those 12-second procs of just do whatever the hell you want without needing to worry about anything. So very, very nice. So pretty much on this build, you don't really need duration as the abilities have good duration scaling. We're running Nourish on here, and we're running the normal second ability, which both have 31-second durations, which is more than enough. So you only need 128%. We have Archon Continuity on here, so we can turn those Toxin procs from our 4 into Corrosive procs. We go Prime Flow, as you don't need Equilibrium or Energize or anything like that to get your energy back. The second ability will take care of it for you, as this will pulse and give you a ton of energy. Especially with Nourish, it'll be very, very easy for you to get the energy back. Now, we go for a little bit of range on here, just to give our second ability a little bit of range, give Nourish a little bit of range for our teammates, as well for the explosion when you get hit, and then, a little bit for the ultimate as well. So it's nice to have a little bit of range on here. Now, we have Umbral Intensify on here for more strength, and I'm running a rank 8 Blind Rage. This is only because I didn't want to throw another Forma on here. If you guys want to do the extra, you can go for the rank 10, totally fine, or you could just go for, like, Augur Reach here, maybe, something like that. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit different. So this is what I have for you guys here. I also have Prime Redirection here so we can get the max shield gate value. So now we're going to get into how this looks. Now, when I start this, I'm actually not going to start it the way you would think, probably. Like, I'm not going to invigorate the mushrooms or anything, just so I can show you guys kind of... Like, you can see Aegis already proc, so now this is that 12 seconds of really, like, you can do whatever you want. This isn't Nokko specific. You can do this on any frame. But the fact that we have it makes it really, really nice for us to work around with it. Now you can see it already procced again. Now we have 24 seconds in total of you can do whatever the hell you want. Like, I'm just standing here. Very, very simple. Now this is also, like, you could say this is just lucky. I'm getting Aegis procs. Now we could say, let's not get it here. And I go into Mushroom. And now you're safe. Enemies can't do anything to you right now. They don't even know where you are. They don't pay any attention to you. But when you come out, they're going to hit you again. But we do get the big shield gate value. Also, we have a ton of shields to be hit. So we can get Aegis to proc again, which is going to be very, very nice. So pretty much you have your passive there, just in case they kill you. So let's see if I can let them kill me here. Nope, I get Aegis to proc again. Realistically, if you let them kill you, it's not really a big deal because you can just walk into one of your flowers and get revived. If you're... Like, you can just see, look at the amount of procs you get on Aegis. I mean, this is so simple to keep this proc. If something goes wrong, you just press 3. And you're safe. You could sit in this for 12 seconds. You could literally get up and go do something for 15 seconds and then come back and you'll be totally fine. So that's the main reason why I kept it on, even though the passive does exist. Overall, I find that it could be really useful to have too. Also, it is just absolutely adorable. How could you not love this? So yeah, now I'm showing you how it survives. It survives really, really well. If something goes wrong, press 3. You're really just looking for, like, Aegis procs. You have Brief Respite on here. So you can shield gate for like 200 shields at a time with your 4th ability, which is really, really nice. This will also distract the enemies out and it will kill them. So overall, like, you have a lot of CC with this. You can shield gate to get your shields recharge going again. You have your 3rd ability to keep you alive. You have your passive ability in case you go down. It's there for safety. You're pretty much always going to have flowers down. You can see how easy they are to throw down. You just throw them down. You invigorate them with your 4th ability so they pulse twice as fast and give you double the strength value. Because we're getting 170% power strength bonus here, which is going to be very, very nice. So I've tested this in level cap. It was extremely comfortable, extremely, extremely comfortable for me to play this. I had not a single moment where I was worried. Also, I did this in duo last night, so you have majority of aggro on yourself compared to like a 4-man group. So you're taking a lot of fire the whole time. You're constantly under a lot of pressure. So it definitely shows how this frame can deal under a lot of pressure in a high pressure scenario like that. Very, very good in level cap scenarios. I highly recommend you guys give it a shot. So now, as far as the first build goes, that was it. We're going to be moving on to the second build here. Now, this is going to be your ult-based build. And for this build, we're actually using Mecha set. Now, if you guys don't know Mecha set, pretty much you put 2 Mecha mods on your companion, 2 Mecha mods on your Warframe, and then your companion marks a target every 15 seconds for 12 seconds. Killing that target applies their status effects to all enemies within 30 meters. So, you know, we're pretty much just going to be now 30-meter AoE spreading our Spore Spring values that we're getting here, which is going to be very, very nice for us. So on this build, once again, very low duration, as you really don't need that much. I explained it before. We go for a bunch of strength. We have Blind Rage on here to make up for the value of Overextended taking away, as we are going for Overextended plus Stretch to give us 235% range. You guys can go for Stretch plus Augur Reach if you choose, but for me, I like this a little bit better. Like I said, we have Mecha Pulse here. This is required for the set, so it's important to have this. We have Transient on here to bolster our strength even more to get us up to 194% on all abilities. And then we have Precision Intensify on here as well for another 90% strength to our 4th ability. You could just go for any variant of Intensify you want here, though this feels really nice with Precision Intensify. You get a nice amount of damage out of it. And then we have Molt Augmented plus Molt Efficiency. I have Prime Sure-Footed on here. You guys can run whatever you want in the Aura slot. So I'm going to show you guys this build. Now, this build is, if you're looking, you know, if you're probably seeing what you're seeing online, you're looking to like clear hallways and things of that nature. Let me pause them. You can see how you can still survive with just shield getting with a build like this too. So pretty much, yeah, like you can just throw your plants down. You can throw your first ability down. Now your first ability will spread viral and it will put enemies to sleep. It also can be invigorated by your 4th ability. Now you can see these enemies are asleep. They have viral on them. Now they have viral, corrosive, and toxin from my 4, which is very, very nice for us. Now you can see if I throw something like roar on top of this, you can kind of just see the amount of damage that it will do. I'm only going to throw 2 of them out, and you can see it takes care of the whole pack very, very easily. I could even switch this up to something like bombards, and I can show you guys how this does on the bombard enemies. You can kind of just see the way that it rips them apart. Like, look at how fast it rips these enemies apart. You know, millions upon millions of damage with the Datix. Very, very good frame for dealing like AoE damage, locking down hallways, locking down areas of the map. You can see we got the proc there from our dog from the Mecha set, which is very, very nice. The dog, I'm also running Huras, and my Huras has Contagious Bond on, so my Huras will also be able to spread status effects, which is going to be very, very nice. Also, on this build, I want to preface that I do not run any defensive mods at all. My main source of staying alive is my Huras Kubro. You can use Huras. I would recommend you use Huras for this, as you can fit the Mecha set, but if you're not going to use Mecha set, you can use Shade as well. They do the same thing. But pretty much, this will keep you invisible as long as enemies are within 24 meters of you, and the only way you come out of it is if you shoot your weapon. So if you're just casting, like this build is made to do, you're never going to come out of invisibility, so you have permanent invisibility on this, which is going to be very, very nice for keeping you alive. As well as you being invisible, your dog will be invisible, and it will still attack while invisible, which is going to be very, very nice. So if you're going to use this build and you're not going to opt for any sort of survivability, I definitely would recommend you guys go for the Huras Kubro to get the Mecha set, as well as to keep you alive. This is a very, very strong setup. Now, this last build that I have for you guys, this one's kind of just like a bit funnier, a bit off the rails, I'd say. I tried to go for a support build due to the fact that you can actually use the corrosive from continuity to strip armor. We have Fire Blast on here, so we can 100% strip, which is going to be very, very nice. We have Viral Spreading plus CC on the first ability. And we have energy regen and strength increase on the second ability. So this frame is a really, really good option to support groups. So what I put together here for you guys now is I actually put together this support build for you. Now this build is actually going to be 152% duration. This is because we are running Archon Continuity along with Augur Message, so Transient isn't hitting it that hard. It's going to be very, very nice for us. Low efficiency is totally fine. Once again, as long as you are in the range of the Bright Bonnet, you will have unlimited energy. You're not going to have any issues. Plus the 21.75 meter radius with the 1 range mod we have on. And then we just go and we stack a ton of strength. We don't go for Precision. Hence why we go for Umbral, because we want everything buffed up. Now we have Fire Blast on here, and I'm going to explain to you why we have Fire Blast on here. This isn't going to be reliably able to fully strip targets, but targets that are around corners that Fire Blast can't hit, this actually will be able to do some armor strip to them, which will be nice, and it will do a ton of damage to them. But anything in your LOS within the 36.25 meter circle around you, you'll be able to fully armor strip. This includes Acolytes, which is very, very nice to have. So you'll be able to fully strip Acolytes, and you'll be able to kill them with just your 4 by itself. So this is a very nice setup. We run Augmented on here for more power strength, and we run Efficiency for even more duration. You guys can really run whatever arcanes you want. It's pretty flexible. So for this build here, I'm just going to show you guys this. So really, it's you want to shoot, you get your growing power up, you throw your 2s down, and then you can throw your 1, you can invigorate them, and your 4th ability is still going to do a good amount of damage. You just don't have all that much range. You can still see the Mecha set is still proccing from my companion, because it's still on the companion, so it's actually still working, but you don't actually really need to run Huras for this. So like you can throw this on an objective, and you'll be able to sleep enemies that are on the objective, which is very nice. It's also going to do a viral to them. The reason we go for Fire Blast is because you can double cast it, and you fully strip everything in front of you. Like I said, this will include Acolytes. This will make your 4th ability deal even more damage, which is going to be very, very nice. So this is kind of like, it's more so me trying to make it as a support build, but you can really see that it still can be categorized as a hybrid. You can just spam Fire Blast as much as you want because of the bonnets. You literally have like unlimited energy pretty much. You can see that, like, I'm at negative energy or negative efficiency right now, and you can just see how many times I'm spamming this. And you can see it actually costs the max value, so it's really expensive to cost. So you can just see, though, it will strip these enemies apart. So you can spread out heat, you can spread out viral, you can give strength, you can put enemies to sleep, you can give energy, you can full armor strip priority targets like Acolytes. So if you guys are looking to like maybe just support a group, as this frame, you can see I'm at 226% with barely getting both augmented stack. So very, very solid frame overall. Depending on how you guys want to go about building this frame, it's totally going to be up to you. But for me, it's definitely highly diverse. So you can bring this to all different kinds of scenarios. And it's going to be great in almost all of them. So if you guys enjoyed the video today, let me know what you guys think. Leave a like down below, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your night.